So last session, you elected to follow the rough guide of a map that were where tigers sketched out for you. That led you to a path basically directly east through the jungle where you started, where you initially encountered him and wiped out most of his pride. This map that you were following then moved you quickly and without issue through the jungle until you encountered your first real barrier, which was a sheer cliff that was rising about 200 feet in front of you. So while the GM was having a dad stuff moment, your group came up with a plan, which I really enjoyed watching back, by the way. With Flocchionis being turned into a giant fuck-off eagle, swiftly carrying your party to the top of the cliff in 2 short flights with his stylish tiger skin neckerchief. And electing to stay in that eagle form, Fock ignored Jake's attempts to jump aboard and help him scout, lazily riding the air currents until he spied a city draped in a smog-like haze nearby to the east. It wasn't close enough for him to make out vivid detail, but it was clearly a city with at least some rudimentary high-rise structures. And returning back to where the group was, your party decided to make a camp as night was falling. You built a fire, turned in, and Jake setting 2 rope snare-style traps and only informing Alia of where they were, who then informed Fokionis, leaving poor old Zach completely unaware of their locations. But fortunately, nothing untoward happened with that. Your party, as where we left off, was woken at dawn or in the pre-dawn light to the rustle and snap of one of those traps going off before each of you feel a heavy weight thump on your bedrolls with you still inside. At this point, I'm going to need all of you to roll initiative. And at the moment, you're all prone. So if you do decide to get up at some stage, you are going to lose half your movement speed for that getting up because you're laying in your bedrolls. But thanks to one of Jake's traps, could not have been set in a more perfect location, Jake. It actually, and with the DC you had for it, has gone off. So there's no surprise round for your party to have to deal with here. It's straight into initiative and combat.
The saving throw? No.
No, it won't let me do it because there's no active combat encounter.
Yeah, I haven't set the combat because you haven't fully got a picture of what
So I have to do it on D&D.
What's around here yet? So if you can just give me your initiative, I'm gonna have to track this one.
Got
20
initiative.
Paper. Sorry, what was Alia's?
20.
All right.
Does anyone else have advantage left on their initiative? For some reason, I've got advantage on mine.
What have you got?
Got plus 3, so I don't know.
On initiative.
I don't know.
How'd you find that out?
It's got A.
Oh.
On D&D Beyond.
I hope you all did your long rest too, because I synced you up.
Yeah. I did that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So this advantage off. I don't even know if I can.
I've got 14.
Well, I synced you up, mate. So if you've got I don't know why you have, but just roll it and use it.
I fucking need it.
So 14 for Zach.
I don't see the advantage. That's with +2. Fuck's sake.
Alrighty, and so what was yours? Sorry, Dante. What was Fokionus's?
4, but that's with +2. So I rolled a 2.
2.
Somehow that's with advantage.
With advantage, your initiative rolls a 2.
Everyone.
I just always have a +3. I've never really noticed.
That's gold.
No, that's in fact like not even bronze.
Right, I'm going to go ahead and roll the other initiatives while Lily/Jake is grabbing some water. So I'll get her initiative for him when she gets back.
Yeah, it says level 7 you have feral instinct, so you get advantage on initiative rolls. And additionally, if you're surprised, you can act normally on your first turn, but only if you rage as your first action.
They've got advantage of persuasion, advantage against poison, advantage on death.
Oh, okay, so you just have it in general.
Yeah, it's because it must have been because when we leveled up last. That makes sense. Thank you.
Lily, when you get
Sucks,
back,
you
can
got
you
a
please
shitty
roll
roll.
initiative for Jake?
Yeah.
Roll it in any means that you'd like.
Get out of the way
Then
first. I'll go last.
Then there's me with like roll to 17 with +3 to initiative.
Yep, Alia coming in hot.
It's a D. And I get 2.
Well, I've got super hearing and super smell, so
Super taste.
All right. At
Yeah,
the
super
moment,
Yeah, and super skin. So yeah.
at the moment, out of everybody, Alia will be first, including whatever is around you guys. And
Jake
just
got
waiting to hear from
15.
Jake. Jake got 15. All right, thank you. Alia is definitely going to be first.
Muted yourself, Lily.
No, I didn't.
Who's going
Just
first? We'll be
all
fighting.
the small sounds.
Headset's dying, I think.
All right,
Oh,
you
that
got a
was
chance
loud.
to get that sorted while I. All right, so Alia, out of you guys, Alia is first, Jake is second. Zach is third, but there is some NPC action in there. Well, some bad guy action in there, sorry, more accurately.
Pretty sure the vines grow before I get a turn, don't they?
Yep, that's fair and reasonable. And I'm just treating the Drake in with to be dealt with on your turn, like we did the last few times, or we will from now on.
Okay.
Racer. So, and make sure you, please just manage it through D&D Beyond, because it just doesn't work properly through Foundry.
Yeah,
It's been
all
a little
good.
while since I've been in this situation. All right, so
Oh, do we
Alia,
still have Brutus with us, or did we leave him at camp?
no, you left him back at with Mort.
Alright, cool.
Wrath, you stayed back with Brutus. Brutus was keen to come, but you told him he had to stay.
Stay.
So he got sulky, but he stayed when you told him to.
Alright, cool.
Fuck Jonas, that is such a shit roll.
So,
For each of you, as you are rudely awakened, you can trace back into the undergrowth around you. Even with your passive perceptions, it's all so close that you're getting a fairly decent look at least what's hit your bedrolls, and it's a really thick, almost arm-like vine that has slammed across where you guys are, so where you're sleeping. And as you trace it back, it at the moment where it has gone to is in shadow. But Ali, you can see closest to you that there is, and Jake, I'll get to your trap when we get to your turn, because you specifically are going to will be aware of that one as opposed to everybody else at the moment. So you see this just monstrosity of what looks like a mutated version of a houseplant brought to life into a human fashion, kind of human shaped. It's sort of lumbering slowly towards you. It's kind of retracting itself towards that vine that has slammed across your bedroll, Alia. And it appears to have this bed of vines around it that you don't really remember being there when you guys set up camp. But I mean, Zach did have a really good look around to suss out where everything was, and he didn't mention anything about there being viney, spiny undergrowth. So you're not exactly sure where it has come from to be assaulting you guys, but you've definitely drawn its attention, and it is currently visible to you, Alia, and the others as we get to you. But you can definitely see the one that I have opened up. This really large, bigger than any of you, mutated tree-like humanoid plant that is aggressively shaping up towards you, with one vine around your bedroll. What do you want to do?
I'm pretty sure I'm asleep still.
Well,
You
we're
say it was
dealing with
at the
Alia.
end of my bedroll?
So if you have a look, it's about it's 5 feet from you, basically directly above you.
Ooh, he snuck up on us.
Okay, so it's nothing's on my bedroll.
There is a vine on your bedroll. That is what that has slammed across, and that has brought you to wakefulness. And you can see that there is similar vines across everybody's, coming from a couple of different directions. But everybody's bedroll has been hit with a vine, wrapped in a vine. You'd have no ill effects from this. It has just impacted on your bedroll at this stage.
Phew.
They didn't get their
You're-
surprise attack round thanks to Jake's trap.
I was gonna say, because like, if
That
it's
would
at
have
the
been
end of
pretty-
my bedroll, we know that there is no way I'm gonna even feel half of that bedroll.
You don't have to do any negotiating for ill effects. Jake, I'm happy to tell you after it was all done, but Jake could not have picked a better spot for one of those trap locations when he pinged it. I'm like, really? All right, no, fair enough. I'll honor it. And rolled well, much better than something else. Anyway, Alia, you've got this one monstrosity is very clear and visible to you at this stage. There are other things around, but this is what you can eat. You can trace back the vine that has hit your bedroll has led you straight back to this this shambling mutant plant.
Trying to figure out if it's worth me sitting up and pulling my bow. How would that be at a disadvantage?
If you will have disadvantage if you're trying to shoot while prone. You can get up with no penalties. It'll just take essentially half of your movement speed.
Yeah, just get
Oh,
up
that's
and
fine because I'm not like moving. So that's fine. I will stand up then.
shoot.
Zach's supportive of this idea.
You do you, boo. And I'm presuming this is at dark, or is it in the morning, like dusk?
Pre-dawn light, so like the sun is just peaking. They've caught you
Okay,
guys.
so
You've
we're
had a
all
long
gonna
rest,
get a
but
light of fucking light directly in the eyeballs soon. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and I'm going to fire off a fire arrow.
Mhm.
Let's see what this thing doesn't like. Where the fuck's my arrow?
does fire arrow a
Alright,
bonus
attack.
action like your thorns arrow?
No, this is like the longbow. I can do fire damage or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Yes. Thank you. So it's been a little while since we've been
Been
in
a
combat.
while?
Yeah, I'll ask these questions, and I also don't memorize your characters.
So that's a
You've also got
for
spells as
22
bonus
to
actions.
hit. Yes, I do.
All right, 22 does hit.
Okay, let's roll for damage.
Disappears somewhere in that foliage. Yeah,
All
that's right. We got the million dice, and then we just have to do
Hang
the.
on. So I got 4, 8. It's 8 damage, isn't it? No, there was plus something else. If I remember correctly, it's been a while.
It's been a while, has it? You'll have your piercing damage from your arrow, and then you'll have fire damage
Yeah.
on top of that.
No, so it's 8 damage.
Okay, so as that sails through, and the arrow definitely strikes true, but it kind of disappears into like a wet squelching thump of that foliage that's surrounding this mass, and it doesn't appear to do as much damage as what you initially thought when you let that blazing arrow through, and you definitely know that it struck true. So it did damage, but not as much as what you expected it to.
So like half damage.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, that's all cool. Because I'm gonna do the exact same thing again.
Go for it.
Oh fuck! This is
Oh,
a
I thought that was
13
going
to
to
hit.
roll. 13 does not hit. So puzzled a bit by that seeming lack of impact from the first arrow that you shot, the next one just sails, disappearing somewhere, potentially starting a forest fire, who knows, but disappearing into the undergrowth behind that figure.
Okay,
Little
and
tracer line
then
disappearing.
I am going to. Not really, actually. Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns, sorry.
All right, so that'll get your Hail of Thorns ready for your next round.
Yep.
Now, with these guys, there's a number here of enemies you've got around you, and for simplicity's sake, I have rolled them all together. They rolled a 19. So the one that'll be going first is the one that has received that impact from Alia. The rest of you are definitely now aware of its presence, and in the flame that lit up, you've got the pre-dawn light, and it's peeking over the horizon, but you do actually, for all of you, sight another one of these horrific looking mutant plants just off to the right near Phocyonis. And Jake, at the moment, you are the only one who is aware, knowing exactly where your trap is. You can't see perfectly, but you know what to look for. And you can see that there is something humanoid like that. When you became aware of the trap going off that kind of brought everyone to wakefulness, there's definitely something humanoid struggling in it. So you can see off to that side as well. At the moment, though, you're the only one who is aware of that figure. So with the one in the center here that Alia attacked is going to return the favor and is going to make a multi-attack against Alia.
Mint.
When it will let me. Hello. Oh, I'm an idiot. I hit the wrong button. So it does do both of these. So first one's a 24. And the second one's an 11. I'm guessing the first one hits and the second one misses for Alia's AC.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So that does 14 points of bludgeoning damage as it just pulls back that vine-like appendage that had hit your bedroll, raises it, it thickens and becomes almost hammer-like and slams down twice in your direction. The first one knocks you to the side. The second one, you roll out of the way and spring to your feet, avoiding any further damage, but you do take 14 from the first hit. If you guys can keep track of that, and that's all it's going to do. It's going to stay exactly where it is. The second one is, how far is it from you, Phocyonis? That's 5 feet. So the second one is going to almost directly imitate that first attack. Like the two of them look identical, apart from one having a small flaming arrow indent that is now rapidly disappearing from view and takes those same like hammer-like swings. So Phocyonis, you feel that weight lifting off your bedroll, and it takes a couple of attacks at you. And I believe because you're prone, that it gets advantage, if I remember that correctly. It doesn't on range, but it does on melee attacks. Egg, please feel free to jump in if I've gotten that wrong.
If you're within 5 feet, I think I get advantage, yeah.
I dislike.
I'm glad I got that right because I looked it up beforehand. So the first one is the best of the two for the first one was a 26. So I'm assuming the first one hits. And the second one is an 18.
My AC is 18, so does that equal count as hit or miss?
Counts as a hit.
Cool.
Sorry, did you?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. So First off, the damage. So Phocyonis, you initially take. There's 2 hits here, so hang on. So that first slam just crunches dead center onto you for 17 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yeah.
And the second one, as it swings where you're catching your breath and goes again, is 14 bludgeoning damage.
Oh yeah.
And you guys all watch, if you can do the 17 and the 14 for me. You guys all watch as, having slammed that second time into Phocyonis, the mound just seems to slide across the ground, engulfing Phocyonis and his sleeping bag, and he disappears from view inside of it.
Oh.
Phocyonis, you are now engulfed in that mound of mutant plant matter. You are blind, you are restrained, and you are currently unable to breathe. There is no air in there, but being a
How the
barbarian,
fuck
you're
you
actually...
being trapped in shit?
So you actually, just so you're aware of it, and you can hold your breath for a very long time. So it's number of minutes is 1 plus your constitution modifier. So like, each round is 6 seconds.
So if my modifier is +4, it's 1 + 4, 5.
Yeah, so you can hold your breath for 5 minutes.
It's because, back at home, you have to clean the toilets and you've got to hold your breath in there. Because fuck, it stinks.
And
the pickle buckets, mate.
at the end, at the start of this creature's next turn,
We did. Yay.
it you get to make a Constitution saving throw to see whether you take damage or not.
Right.
So you're currently engulfed in there, and blind and unable to breathe and restrained, and for the rest of your group, he has disappeared from view.
We need
That's
spaghetti.
its turn. You need spaghetti. I think Jacob. I don't think you have to convince Jake too much. And then the that figure, Jake, that you can see kind of wriggling and writhing in the shadows. I'm just going to see if it makes the DC to break your trap. Oh, what's its modifier? It does not. So the creature is, you can see it kind of flailing around, and you can make out a bit more of its form than what you could before, and it seems to be reaching up, trying to grab at its feet that are clearly trapped in and ensnared in your trap. But it is currently has been unable to. It's not successful in escaping from that. And Jake, it is now your turn. So you've actually got clear visibility of that silhouette. The 2 mounds, one of which has engulfed Phocyonis.
I just want to check how much
Yep.
will my ring of fire resistance help me, just in case what I think.
Your ring of fire resistance, if it makes you resistant to fire, you'll take half damage from any fire that comes your way.
So let's say I was, I don't know, wrapped up in something that caught on fire.
Whatever damage that it was taking, you would take half of that, or whatever the full damage is that would go through to it. We'll figure out what the situation is, man, because there's a few different things that that could happen here.
The fucking fresh committee, we all know what's gonna happen here,
And you also get to, you have an attempt, if you would like to try and break free of the grapple, you will have that chance on your turn. But obviously there's a few things left to happen before that.
Let's do it. Do it.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next, because it's Jake's turn.
Have you guys heard of this wonderful dish called spaghetti?
Spaghetti. I have.
I want to spaghetti specifically the one closest to Alia.
Okay. So Spaghetti's your rapier. You're currently about 10 feet from you, so you would need to move a little bit closer.
That's fine.
You certainly can, and you'd obviously lose half your movement speed to get up from your bedroll.
That's still fine. I have enough movement speed for that.
All right, so move yourself to where you want to be to Spaghetti, the one next to Alia. Sorry, do you want me to move you, or
I'm just
you
everything doesn't like me right now. There.
All right,
And
so go ahead
I
and
will-
make your spaghetti roll.
Could you spaghetti?
19.
19 hits.
And because there is another enemy in range of that specific creature, Alia, I'm also
Yep.
able to do my sneak attack once per turn.
Yep.
Because it is a finesse weapon and I don't need advantage on the attack roll because Ali is there. Which will add another 4d6 damage. I want to get on my physical dice for this one.
Ooh, real dice. Let's go.
So when you're doing it, halve the damage of the fire aspect from your flaming rapier.
How dare
The rest of it's all normal, but just halve the
You
fire.
saddened
the
me.
total.
But that's
We just went through this with Alia's arrow.
I
Fire
don't
arrow.
care.
It shouldn't be a surprise. Anyway, yes.
Are we rounding up or rounding down for splits?
Round up. We've been rounding up the whole time.
I know, but it's always worth checking. What's going on over there?
Oh, look, you know, it's no combination.
Bar just got attacked by his microphone.
You hold setup. No mic.
Well, good.
That's what he gets for nearly killing me. Holy shit.
We finished dying yet?
We beat the GM, yay!
My cards yeeting microphone. Ha! We can't hear
Oh
you.
my god.
I don't think he can hear us either.
I don't know, he's talking as if he can.
Ah,
Nod
have
one
that.
if you can hear us.
Holy
Can you
shit.
hear it?
Oh, that's proper fun.
So glad I witnessed that.
It's a combo move. Flaming spaghetti.
You can't hear shit, Bar. Holy shit. No, I'm good. Fucking Jesus.
That's the gaff tapes bar.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No.
So apparently when the mic fell down, it hit the mute button. So I was here like talking you guys through everything and telling you about getting, taking IRL damage, bludgeoning damage from my microphone. And I'm trying to respond to the shit talking that was going on.
We kept telling you were muted.
Yeah, there was a fair bit going on just there. I'm so glad that didn't happen during I had just after we moved in here, I was doing a webinar with teachers all over Australia, like over 100 people. Can you imagine if that had happened in the middle of that?
Got flaming spaghetti
Holy
and bludgeoning of the
Oh my
DM.
god, it just got a real life crit. My god. All right, well, where do we land on damage? aside from me, my pride, my sense of self-esteem and self-worth.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god. Oh. Sub to Sparkle Games.
No two streams are the same.
Oh,
I know I put a meme up, but you didn't have to bloody stare
you know.
usurp like that. I'll fix you, fuck you, and I'll fucking yeet my mic.
Look, I do a lot of prep before the sessions. I do not prep for microphone in the face. That was not one of the scenarios that I kind of sketched out as here's a thing that you probably want to be ready for. Keep your guard up in the the microphone block up. All right. How much damage did Jake do to the mutant plant?
To the
The
first
Sparkle
one,
Games.
I do 29 damage.
Excellent. Yep.
And to the second one, I do 6. He's visible enough, right?
Yeah, totally.
He's definitely visible enough if he's within range. Because that second
He's
one is
within
from where you're
30
currently
feet.
standing. Yeah.
Then he's within range for Whales from the Grave.
Okay. I missed some of that. I thought it was still with your rapier. All right. Second one takes 6. What type of damage is that?
Everything's already been halved. I've already done all the math for you while you were busy
Okay.
dying.
Beating up on my microphone. Thanks. All right. Oh my god. Okay. So yes, the that
That's
first
better than
one.
the fog.
Look, it's starting to he's definitely got some signs of some damage being done, but with that thick matting of kind of almost mulch-like plant matter and leaves and branches and the writhing movement around it, it's hard to tell just how much. But there is a little bit of green sap coming out of the first one, but it still appears very much intact and fighting fit. Sorry, did you manage to execute all of your stuff there, Jake?
Yeah.
While I was there's shit all over my floor.
Okay.
that microphone stand just sprung out and
I witnessed the whole thing. That was so good.
We'll wait and see if anyone-
oh my
Oh,
god.
like you had me cry laughing again. Stop it. Because it's just replaying in my head that thing just like
I'm just thinking about it like, oh, I need to do the sprung smack. I wasn't even touching it. It just fucking exploded. Anyway.
Yeah, that's your surprise round.
Yeah. Microphone went, fuck your snare trap. I'll give you a snare trap. Surprise, motherfucker. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
So, now on to Zach. Still prone in his sleeping bag. Just watch Fockianus disappear beside him.
Yeah, I get.
And by Samuel Jackson.
So you can't hear you, Dante. You're a bit muffled.
Muffled, you say?
The microphones they're in cahoots. They're like,
Yeah,
he's one complete.
after.
I would have laughed so hard if that would have fucking come off and attacked you like mine did. That would have been so funny. And initially, Egg, I actually thought you were talking to Fockianus as well. Like, hey, you're a bit quiet in there. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Zach would like to stand up and cast slow on the 3 of them.
Oh, fuck.
So they need to make a saving throw. DC 15 Wisdom.
Okay. Yep.
I'm just glad I had no food in my mouth when that happened.
The first one that's taken the most damage is an 11. Oh, you said 15, so I'll just let you know whether they've.
Yeah.
So
So
the
if they
first
get
one
a 15,
failed.
they pass.
Yeah. I really wish I could make public the default. Second one's a 12. And now we're over to the silhouetted figure. 7. Yeah, they all fail. So they're all slowed. What does slowed impact on them?
Yeah, it means their speed is halved. They have -2 to armor class and dex saving throws. Can't use reactions. And on its turn, it can either use an action or bonus action, not both, and it can only make 1 attack during its turn. And if it casts a spell, there's a 50% chance it's wasted. And then at the end of its turn, it gets another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to need you to remind me of some of that. I'm still
So-
dealing with microphone damage.
Fair enough. And yeah, can Zach take a few, move a few feet to the south, like 15 feet?
Yeah, move yourself. You're out of their range, so they won't get any attacks of opportunity on you.
Well, I can't take reactions at the moment anyway.
Oh yeah, because they're slowed. It doesn't actually let me assign that status effect. I was just having a look through to see if I could put it on as one of the items, but it's got just about everything else other than slowed. Because then I wouldn't have to manually track the AC, but that's okay. As long as yep, it's all good. Just remind me if you think I've gotten any of it missed. So would you like to do anything else, or is that you, or is that Zach done?
No, that's Zach done. So, thank you.
That's okay. Now, Phocionis.
Oh yeah.
If you would, if you decide that you would like to try and break out of this, your eyes are wide open, but you can't hear anything. You are just surrounded in darkness. You feel your movement is very, very much restricted. You're in a very bad state, and you try to just habitually kind of catch your breath, and you find that there's no air coming in. So what you've got in your lungs is what you have left at the moment, as best as you're aware. Now, you can do, if you would like to do a strength, or you can either do a strength or a dexterity check for this one. It is up to you. You do get the choice, and we'll just flavor that as to how you're trying to go about breaking out. But tell me what you're trying to do, and then tell me what your role is. If you decide you want to try and break out, but if not, you can.
First things first, I just want to pay the bets.
You just want to what? Sorry.
Oh, God.
How the fuck did you manage that so quick? Holy shit, that was fast.
I really love that.
Oh, you're never gonna live this down, and that is glorious.
It's great. I love it. I look forward to watching it back and just seeing pure fear and panic in my own eyes.
Like, I could give it to about 20 something like people to go, make what you will of this. And effects and code.
The worst thing is, like, I just settled down from the like spaghetti fire.
Good.
Just witness.
Spaghetti.
Bacon.
All right. I am trying to struggle free. I don't know that it would probably say, but I'm reading and I can't see anything. But there's no like, negative effects to my capacity to hold my breath by going into rage? Is there?
Nope.
No, good. Just checking. It's not going to burn through my oxygen.
Unless that drops your constitution, which I know it doesn't, so don't worry about looking that up.
So yeah, I feel like I would be quite cranky though.
That seems reasonable.
Almost as soon as if my mic stand fucking come down and crack it.
Yep. All right. So,
so what are we doing? Saving throw. So, my con and strength are both +7 for saving throws. So, but I gain advantage on strength checks. So
Yeah, it's not a saving throw.
that's
Check's not a saving throw.
now. I just thought I did well to remember a thing, but that's okay. You shut
You
me
did
down.
very well.
But is it a check or to get out or a saving throw?
Would be a saving throw, would it? Or
Yeah.
no? What we did there.
Oh, it's a check. Sorry, it's a check.
Oh,
Apologies. Sorry, you were right.
Yeah, go ahead. Don't look at me like I knew. All right. So, a check for strength. All right. How do I do that with a +2? I'll just add 2 to the end. Yes. Okay. Oh no, advantage. So advantage on a strength check is that's just from my ones at the top, and I just roll with advantage. Yes. Like that's not a skill, is it? But,
Well, you can do it twice.
Look, I don't know if I can handle rolling 2 twice, so I'm just going to roll with advantage. Come on.
No worries.
17. Oh, plus the 2 for rage, 19.
Yep. So, just being thoroughly pissed off at what has transpired, and being rudely awoken only to just be swallowed into this mushroom infested mulch pit. You guys watch as the what would on a human of this size be roughly where the stomach is, it kind of bulges and bulges, and then this Phocyonis head emerges like an alien from the chest cavity, with a big and its face is just covered in all of the just what you would picture from the inside of like a worm farm. Like the inside of what you're coming out on is all kinds of decaying shit.
All you made me think of just then was like turtlenecking, but anyway.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing, except he's coming out of he's Phocyonis is he's not prairie dog, and he's just coming all the way out. He's not creeping back in. So that with the head out and some oxygen being imparted in the lungs, that Phocyonis just gets the shoulders and then the arms, and then just steadily tears himself loose to be and ducks under a swipe from the creature as he emerges. But you manage to, with that roll, land on your feet, just covered in shit, Phocyonis. And that you've used your action to break free of that that grapple, and I think you used your bonus action to rage.
Yes.
So you can, at the moment, there's not that the Phocyonis would be aware of it unless Zach yelled something now that you can hear. They're slowed, so you can actually move away from them without taking an attack of opportunity, or you can stay right where you are.
Well, I can't move, and I got just at least I can breathe.
You can move.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you said I couldn't get all the way out.
No, you broke all the way out of that creature stomach, and because of your roll, you actually landed on your feet. You're not prone. You don't lose any of your movement speed. You just use your action and your bonus action. So movement, unless there's something else you've got that I'm not aware of, movement's what you've got left.
Nah, just be running away.
All right.
Running away.
Run yourself.
Where's Spaghetti? I'm running that way.
Over to Jake.
Come to me. I'll protect you.
Run towards the Spaghetti.
All right, move yourself over to where you're going. While the monstrosity that you've just erupted out from kind of stares you a little bit stunned, a little bit slow to react to your
hiding the raccoon and the bloody...
eruption from its stomach. It just pooped a Phocyonis out of its belly button.
Yeah, it's going to leave a scar.
All right. Now we're back to Alia.
Yeah, all right.
As all of this has transpired, and then the next will be the bad guys, and then Jake after that.
Shit. All right, here we go. How is that thing still uninjured? Okay.
I'm doing it all on the notebook because I
Oh, okay.
I had to be prepped in case there was surprise, but the rolls meant that you weren't surprised.
Okay.
Very luckily. You all owe
All right.
Jake big hugs.
All right, I'm going to use my longbow again with Hail of Thorns.
Mhm.
So let's go attack. Let's see what happens. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right, so now we're just going to go damage on this one. Oh! That was an accident. Ignore that. I think I hit the wrong button. Hidden.
Yep. So for your Hail of Thorns, at the moment,
Okay, that's better. So it'll be a 7 plus. Oh, do they have to do a saving throw? Yes, they
yeah,
do.
and because of where you guys are all in reach of that creature at the moment, so yourself, Phocyonis, and Jake will all need to make that same saving throw. You're all in melee range.
Each creature was in 5 feet of it.
Yeah, so if you put your ruler across, you're all in range of that creature. Phocyonis is diagonally there, but he's still. It looks a little bit deceptive, but you, Jake, and Phocyonis are all in melee range, which means that you all need to make that saving throw.
Saving? What type of saving?
It is a. I should wait for Alia. I should let Alia tell you. It's a
Dex
dex saving throw.
Save.
Dexterity
12.
saving throw 12. So I need to do it
23.
as well.
21.
I suppose I better do it too.
We'll roll the damage for it too.
13.
Yeah.
So we're all fine.
So, well, fine means that we take half the damage, so you need to roll the damage.
But I've got like special like vine protection from the inside of that last thing. Does mine half?
You should take double damage because you've got mulch there to foster the thorns.
Like,
He has resistance to piercing
My
damage
ruler
with his
tells me
raging
I'm
as well.
fucking
So
10
it's
feet,
half.
but anyway.
Did you catch that, Dante? You take half again because you've got resistance.
Yay.
Resistance to what?
Oh, because raging.
Piercing damage.
Yay. Piercing damage. Hang on, what's that from?
Well, that's 1.5.
Right.
So it's 7,
right.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 damage.
Yep. Is 13 the half?
No.
Okay.
So they take 10 piercing damage from the arrow, 6 fire damage from the arrow, half to
Fire
and
doesn't work, does
6. It doesn't work as well as it should. But
yeah.
And from the Hail of Thorns, they take 6 damage if they fail the DC 12 dex check, or 3 damage if they pass.
Yep. So for the rest of it, so I've got that for the plant, but for the 3 of you, it's only the Hail of Thorns. So that 6 damage from the Hail of Thorns. Jake, Phocyonis, and Ali, you guys take 3 damage from those thorns as you try and hop around the crazy raccoon that's just let off this eruption of thorns that are under your feet and into the feet of that mound of mulch and anger.
Yeah.
Okay, so it only gets half fire damage, I'm presuming then.
Yes, it
Or
only
net
took.
fire
I
damage.
jotted that down as well. So
Oh, okay. So I didn't
it
include
only.
the fire damage.
Yeah, it was up on the screen, and Egg had also included in his summary as
Oh,
well.
okay. So it got
Yeah.
16, and then I got 3. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm on board now.
And there is definitely some. You're seeing some more signs of damage and some more sap seeping out of that creature, and some like leaves and parts of it that have snapped off, and instead of regenerating or covering back over, have remained snapped. So it's definitely showing some signs of wear and tear.
All right, cool. Because I'm gonna do it again, just without the Hail of Thorns.
It looks so spectacular with all of those dice coming through.
20 to attack,
20 hits.
Just.
Get it.
and
Okay. This thing's standing there
oh,
stunned.
for
It's got
fuck's sake! I
got
really gotta
spikes
pop
under its
that back
feet.
in. I keep pressing the wrong one. It's the crit one instead of the actual one.
It looks spectacular.
Yeah.
I know,
You just press it
but
again.
ignore it. No.
I am.
Ignore it. Hang on. That one damage.
I looked at
Okay,
trying to
so
modifying it so
it'll
it just did fire, but
4,
it
5,
broke
6,
the
7.
calculations.
Oh,
So I just.
that's right. At least it
destroyed
lists it individually in like
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
ladder
you just
for
gotta remember
me.
to add the +3 from your
Fire.
from your dexterity to the damage. And do you have the braces of archery as well, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's another 2 to the damage.
Motherfucker.
So this
Is
one would
it-
be.
Is it not though we're adding that on for the piercing egg?
Yes, this is adding on for the bit. So that one there is 9 piercing damage and 3 fire damage.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have like an extra. Oh, okay. All right. So extra 5 to every attack. Nice.
Yeah.
I know that now. I'm gonna write that down. I need sticky notes, so I have notes all
you
around my
forget it.
computer screens like I do at work.
Yeah, I've been expanding it out so that I can grab them down and you don't get stiffed out of any of your damage. And it's it's definitely showing some signs of pain and wear, but not near death by any stretch yet.
Oh wait, you know what I haven't done the last 2 rounds?
Miss you, Drake.
Something.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my Drake to bite the motherfucker.
Hey, see, eat something.
You haven't already used. Just double check. You haven't already used your bonus action.
Not this.
Oh, I haven't.
Okay. Well, I knew you did the previous round. I couldn't remember if you had this round. Yep. Go ahead.
Instant veganism and goes to eat the tree.
And deal it through D&D Beyond.
Bite. Back. Normal. That is a 18. 24.
Yeah,
to
well and
hit.
truly hits.
Right,
Did you just
and
need to
then he
bring your
has
Drake up a little bit closer to be able to bite? Yep.
a normal 5. I don't think he get any extras that I know of. He added it all in.
He is a fire Drake, but you need to look in D&D Beyond. I don't remember if the fire damage is only as a reaction or if it's as part of his normal attack. So I do need you to be across that one, please.
Looking it up now. Oh.
Oh, add 1d
No,
to
at
the
the
attack's
level
damage.
she's at. Yes.
Oh, can use its reaction to add 1. Oh, I can add my reaction. Is that afterwards or like a? Oh no, hang on.
Because at
Plus
7th
a
level,
1d6
yeah.
fire damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just saw it. All right, where's my d6? Is that it?
Yeah, 1d6 fire damage, which will be halved, whatever it gets. It's 1.5 rounded up to 2. Yep.
There we go.
2, easy.
Not bad for a little thing.
Yeah. Nothing to be sneezed at. All right. So that very same creature that you've just been kicking the shit out of and having your not so little Drake bite around at the exterior of, is now going to take those. Just having a look at who's done the most. You definitely have over 2 rounds. The same attacks back at you that it did initially, Alia. So it's going to make 2 slam attacks at you. So that now familiar.
One slam it.
No, it's got multi-attack, mate. It's making
Yeah, it's slowed, mate. It's gets 1 attack.
its multi-attack is 1 action.
Yeah, but it still only gets 1 attack.
Really?
Yes.
Is this
Okay.
another I want to
Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Art
Believe
rip.
you. All right. So it tries to make that attack, but it's off put by all of the things that have happened and the spikes that are under its feet and the little rodent biting and nipping at it, and it swings wildly and misses completely. Alia, you just watch that kind of hammer vine slowly swing by with you not even having to move as it goes over your head. The next one over here that Phocyonis ripped out of the guts of is actually going to, where are we there? Looking at, yep. It's actually going to come slumbering down towards you, Zach, who hit it with its something that makes it feel extremely uncomfortable. And it's going to do its multi-attacks at you. Slow, or not multi-attack, sorry, it's single slam that it wishes was a multi-attack at you.
Yeah, sucks. Great.
It's going to think about multi-attacking, but only attack once.
So 17.
I cast shield with my reaction and block the attack.
And that slow hammer gives you all the time in the world of to just daintily flick your pristine white gloves, and it slides harmlessly off to the puzzlement of the creature that is slowly sliding up to you. Too many S's. Sorry, I was just responding to the message there as well. All right. And then finally, that silhouette that was struggling over in Jake's trap, who's also slowed, is going to hang on.
Reach. Yeah, its speed's halved as well. So.
Yeah. So it actually sort of stops its struggling, and erupting out of the shadows that still sort of semi-cover it is very similar vines to what Alia had shot that came up that you all tried to dodge and successfully largely and then disappeared. These ones erupt, but they stay underfoot. So they're basically in a huge circle around that silhouette in the undergrowth, and it extends out as far as Jake and Phocyonis. It stops just before reaching Alia. And I think Ivy has just woken up and joined in on the proceedings. Hopefully the little tacker will go back to sleep.
So is that a spell, sorry?
Yeah, it is.
So if
Can't do a spell when it's slow?
It can. If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, you roll a d20. On 11 or higher, the spell doesn't happen until the creature's next turn, and it must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. So, yeah, just
how do I know? It's just got it down as an action, not an attack. So that would be a spell, wouldn't it? Because it's not in a spell book.
If it should say if it's a spell. If it's like an innate ability, then that's not a spell.
No, it's not a spell. Sorry. No, it's not. It doesn't have any spells. Apologies.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah, there's just that tangle of these spiking vines underfoot that persist. For you guys, anyone who's in that's difficult terrain while you're in that, so you will lose some movement speed when you're in that difficult terrain unless you have something that negates it. And for Jake and Alia, can I get you guys to make a strength saving throw? You need a 12 or you will be restrained.
17.
Oh yeah.
You just easily step aside and between those spikes. Bothers you not.
16.
Yeah, both of you are nimble enough that despite the efforts and the terrain still remains that way and it will persist that way for a minute. Unless you move to a different location, you guys are fine where you are. And I actually realized I got Alia to roll. That should have been Fokionis. Sorry. Alia, you're fine. You didn't need anything. Fokionis, you need a
Nah, Alia did it.
strength saving throw.
No.
Saving throw?
Oh, wait. Was it a
22 okay?
Or check?
Yeah, saving throw.
Okay, good.
Yeah, 22 is well and truly okay. So you guys have no problem. Jake's nimbly ducked aside. Fokionis just literally lifts his feet and rips those vines out of the ground that were trying to tangle him up. But like I said, if you guys move into different locations that are inside that 15-foot radius around that silhouette, you will need to re-roll. So it's just while you're on the square that you're on. That's now to Jake. And Zach, you're on deck.
Get them to roll wisdom saves again at the end of their turns.
Okay. To see if the slow persists.
Yeah.
Yep.
DC 15, sorry.
Yep. So 13. My apologies if I got to manually change it to a public roll. I don't always remember. 13, 7, and now the silhouette. And that was a 4, so no, they're all still slowed. Slow persists.
Good.
Nice.
Jake, Spaghetti Man, you're up.
Yeah, Speedy Man's up.
Hey, Jake,
Yeah.
did you see my message?
Message.
What was that?
I need that dynamite.
I mean, come on.
I thought for sure it would have been out by now.
No shit. I've made an opening that's just dynamite size.
I thought Fokionis was going to get dynamited while he was still inside the plant.
Possibly.
I was like,
I wasn't sure.
it's done the big feed me Seymour and gone Fokionis up.
I genuinely don't trust, with us being so close, not exploding everyone.
Sorry, what is this newfound like consciousness of care?
I'm conscious of myself sometimes after my rest has been,
Okay, fair
I haven't had coffee yet.
enough. Okay, that's fair.
Before coffee, we
Yeah.
have empathy.
Oh, yeah,
What,
good to know.
what happened to Jake with the 1 HP thumb up in a puddle of his own goo?
He'd already
Barely.
had coffee at that point.
He
It
had
was
coffee.
fine.
That Jake,
Oh, right. Got it.
that Jake had 5 macchiatos and a short black. It's fine.
I understand now. All right, what's Jake doing?
Which is the more injured one? I can't tell because they're both still just.
The one closest to you. Sorry, I'll do an update while you're making a decision.
I mean, I'll just hit the one closest to me, I guess.
Forget there's also the one behind you.
Oh, yes.
There you go. The first one is updated.
Yeah, but
The second
still-
one's copped bugger all damage, but sure.
How does a 17 hit it?
17 does hit. So their AC is 12 at the moment. Oh, sorry, 13 at the moment because they're slowed. So they're big, but they're not particularly well armored, and they've lost 2 AC in their dazed state.
That's okay. I need to roll that separately so I can get the fire damage for you, don't I?
Yep. Halve any fire damage.
2. So it'll take 3 fire damage. That's already halved.
Mhm.
And it'll take 4 just piercing damage. And you said that Fock and Alia are still within 5 feet of it.
Yep.
And once per turn, I can deal an extra 4d6 damage to one creature because of sneak attack. So I will just also do another 20 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to do 2d6 necrotic damage with Whales from the Grave again to the other one.
And then
Yep. I'll update that one as well in a sec.
He can take 5 necrotic damage.
A 5 necrotic.
Ooh,
Yep.
That's all.
No problem. All right, Zach, you're up, and I'm just going to update the health.
yeah, can I just move away from all that?
Yep.
Yeah, probably
Away
around
from all that.
here.
Yep. You definitely can. And you can see, like, you can all clearly see that one that Jake was just like going to town like an angry an angry chipmunk, and the shambling mound there had stolen all of the this is going to sound bad, I really should have thought this sentence through, stolen all his nuts, is looking in a really bad way. Like it is got some limbs that are definitely not regenerating properly. It's not moving the same way as it was, and it's got more exposed kinds of sections of that shitty mulch material that came out with Phocyonis than that really vibrant life that it had at the start. It's in a bad way.
No.
Zach, you're up.
So I cast, I move over there and cast Tasha's Mind Whip on both as a 3rd level spell, so I can target both of the big green sort of vine things.
Yep, been waiting for you to bust that one out.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so they make an int save DC 15. Both of them.
This should be interesting. Yeah. All right, the first one's an 11. The more injured one. The one nearest to you is a 10. So
Right.
they both fail.
So on a failed save, they take 14 psychic damage and can't take a reaction. And on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action, and it gets one of the 3.
messing around.
And that's it. That's my turn.
All right, let's get an extra 14 health off these bad boys. Oh, that one's in a bad way. Okay, this one needs an update. 26. Total. All right. Yep. All right.
All done.
Beautiful.
How much health?
All right, Phocyonis, we're up to you, and Alia, you're on deck.
Man. All right. Well, I'm going to.
Alia's
Just do the
next.
norm.
It's Phocyonis first.
Okay, my turn.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Oh.
Alia.
Phocyonis. Hasn't Phocyonis' turn? Alia,
He
you're
said
on deck.
Ali's
You're
on
next.
deck.
Yeah, you're next. Phocyonis
Now you
is
just said that.
okay. Phocyonis, it's your turn. Alia, it's your turn next.
Right, good.
Apologies for any confusion from my, I don't know, spa speak. Sorry.
I am maintaining my rage and being somewhat annoyed as to being coughed up with a bunch of fucking plant birth. So I am going to get my longsword and slash out rather vigorously so with my at the one near death close to us. Yes.
Right. Go for it.
I'm going for it. 22.
Yeah, dude. It's AC's 13, so
Cool. I like it.
22 well and truly sinks into the hill.
All right. I know I ask this every time, Egg, but am I using the top one or the bottom one?
Are you using it one-handed or two-handed?
One-handed, thank you.
Yeah.
One-handed, then you use the top one on
Right.
D8.
I'm not even going to lie and say I'll fucking make a note of that next time because I just won't. I'm just going to.
You have so little to keep track of with the barbarian. But anyway, I can't wait till the lightning javelin comes out again. Let's see if you remember that one.
Oh god.
You'll just be looking up what I got to do for that next slide.
Carry on.
Don't mention the lightning javelin.
Oh, but wait, I'm already away.
Well, there's been no dynamite. There's got to be something.
I know. Attack for action 2. 10 points of damage.
10 points. All right.
I think
It's still standing, but barely.
Did you add the 2 from rage?
Oh, I assumed it added. No, I did not. 12.
It doesn't add the rage on.
So 12. Sorry, thank you.
Yep. It is like it is all but collapsed. For some strange reason, it is still standing and it is still staying. But it is almost mulch at this point. All right, Alia, it's your turn.
Hey,
Oh, hang on, sorry.
There's per action for the level 35.
Oh, that's right. You get 2. Sorry, Alia, it's not your turn yet. It's your turn next.
I'm just going to take a second swing at this thing because I'm well and truly ready for that thing to fucking die. So I'm gonna go again.
Go for it. It's not even the one that ate you.
25.
Yeah, man, it's already established that hits.
You're 13. 15.
15 is exactly its HP, and that sort of just cleaves through, and just with an oozing pile of sap and this wet, almost meaty sound to the ground, it just disintegrates and begins to start rotting in front of you.
Nice.
It's dead.
Rip.
Right. Well, I have only left but to move, so no, I'm not moving because that means I've got to re-roll something else. So, no. I'm just staying still.
All right. Yeah, if you move outside of your current box, you'll need to make a strength saving throw. And unless you are heading away from the silhouette, like that shadowy silhouetted figure.
Nah, it's all good. I'll just stay where I am.
All right. Alia, it's now properly your turn.
Okay, well, we're going to go round 3 and do the same shit again.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Do it.
Things out of my arm. Maybe I should have moved that.
3 there. Oh, well, shit. Oh, no, it's alright. That one hits. Alright, let's click the right one for once. Got 7.
It's like that, isn't it?
12 piercing damage and 2 fire damage. So 14 in total.
All right. Yep.
My brain had
Strikes
to think
true.
about that for a minute.
Bit
All
more
right,
sap
and then we're gonna
coming out of that one.
and we're gonna do that again. That definitely hits.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it does.
And then
Blah blah blah
blah. 8 piercing damage and 2, so that's 10 damage altogether.
Easy.
And then my little furry friend is going to bite the fuck out of this cunt. That's definitely it. So one of those. Shit. And then one of those.
Yep, so rounding
Which
up
is
to
a
2.
2.
Yep.
So it's 4, 5, 6 damage.
Excellent. Yeah, and
that's
still
it.
steadily chipping away. I mean, this one's starting to begin to lose some of that regenerative capacity and lose some of that that fresh, healthy matter on its outside, but it is still fighting fit, albeit slowed. All right, that one's dead, so it's out of my order here. The one that you've just been peppering with arrows is just responding straight back to you, but only a single attack, thanks to the slow. So that's a 14.
To hit?
Is that, yep, 14 to hit. Which is
I
your
don't
AC,
exactly
right?
know.
Yeah, your AC is 14, so it hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you take
1.
hang on a sec. A further 9 points of bludgeoning damage. So there's the
That's
14
okay, I'll
earlier
accept
and
that.
the 9.
Dead.
I'm gonna need a very long
Dead.
nap and some food after this.
So Ali's taken 23 points of damage so far. And that's that one's turn. Yeah, it's going to stay. Actually, it's going to.
It can't move.
Oh, I can't move because it's slowed.
Because of the Tash's mind whip. But
Oh, I can't move because you whipped it. It's Zach whipped.
He whipped it real good.
into shape.
Real good. Are any of you guys within appropriate distance? No.
Probably.
We all practice social distancing.
All right. This one's going to attempt again to break out of the that trap that Jake had set. Oh, natural 20. Yes. So you all see that
Motherfucker.
that shadowy figure breaks out of the trap, and it now becomes, now that it's stood up, it's clearly humanoid, but it really just looks like a more refined humanoid version of those giant things that you've been chipping away at. This one's just a smaller version, and much more humanoid and refined in its appearance. So it's about the same height as Jake, a little bit stockier and made up of plant matter. You can see it clearly as it kind of lands on its feet, facing all of you. So it's out of that, and it is going to. It wants to be. Hang on, I need to get the distance right. Yeah, it's.
It's
Despite seeing
okay,
what has been happening to its companions, seeming impervious to that, is heading towards you as the closest person to it in its direct line of sight, Fockionis.
Oh, well, fucking hell. Brace for impact.
And that's its turn done. So we are now over to Jake with Zach next.
I want to roll these wisdom saves again, Spa.
Thank you. Well, one doesn't get it because he's dead, so it's saved. All right, the one closest to you is a 4.
Not enough. They're not doing well on saves this game, are they?
No.
I think you need to
And 7.
refresh Foundry, because on your screen there's just my dice sitting there. Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It does sometimes wig out with having to capture it on the internal network. So thank you. If it does do that again, just hit me up. I'll just refresh Firefox. All right. Yeah, they all failed. So they're all still slowed. That has to be one of the most effective uses of slow ever.
Yeah.
They're not super wise, though. It's probably picking up on.
No.
So not only did you put a time limit on hydrate, you also put a cap on 1 per stream.
It should have been 1 per person. If not, I've got that wrong.
Yeah, I did one at the start of the stream. I felt, look, you looked a bit peaky.
It can do it.
Hydrate, but no.
I had one. I've had at
Oh.
least a couple of drinks.
It's 1 per stream. What is this?
I feel
It's
betrayed.
so I don't get 360 friggin' die of renal failure.
It's okay. We'll just
Thanks,
spam
mate.
stretches.
Yeah.
You shitting me? That doesn't have a limit. Because I'm not doing yoga on stream. Can we just refund your goddamn points? Can we
Fine.
do this? Can we do this?
Anyway,
Oh, no.
would a 10 hit that dude near us, by the way?
No, 10 doesn't hit.
Oh, yes,
we're good.
-2 to AC.
Oh, he does have -2 to AC. Sorry, it does hit. It does hit. Sorry.
hit?
I
Does
forgot
he
about
not
-2.
enjoy fire? Do I have to cut my fire damage in half with him too?
You do not have to cut your fire damage in half for him.
I don't. I can just
He
hit
gets
the
the
button.
full. He gets the full spaghetti.
He'll take 10 fire damage then,
Mhm.
As well as 8 regular piercing damage.
Mhm.
And I gotta show off because Fock is right next to me, so
I mean, that seems fair.
he can
I
take
wouldn't
another
mind- I wouldn't mind
18 damage as well.
Bring it down for me.
So what's your total there?
What's 18 plus 18? I'm
36.
dumb. Yeah, there you go.
So
Oh, it's not right.
you spaghetti that motherfucker so badly, Jake, that you're like, instead of Zoro Z doing just this stylized J through his body, so you cut down through the groin across so that one leg comes off, and then swinging back, behead the target to the point that with all of that fire crisscrossing his body, you all see like this J light up in the now corpse momentarily before it's all just engulfed in flames and falls into a pile of ash.
Oh,
He's gone.
See, I can kill things too without dynamite.
Yeah, you really killed it. I don't think I
don't
could
have
take that
me
much
kicking stuff
damage.
without dynamite like on my squares.
Not me.
I only have Jake blow some shit up.
It's like that's the chaos strategy.
Unless you're going to inflate that other thing like a balloon, I'm kind of scared of you.
I have 12 sticks of dynamite.
Because you gave some away.
Yeah, you left Serena with a pocket dynamite.
So is it Fox turn?
My turn. My turn? Oh, yes, no?
Yeah, when Jake's finished, it's Zach's turn.
That's all.
That is all.
That's all.
All right, well, I'm still raging.
So it's hang on. When Jake is finished, it's Zach's turn.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't say it wrong that time.
Wait, what?
Oh, Zach's
When
turn.
Jake has finished, it's Zach's turn.
Hey, I'm Zach. Cast Fireball.
Don't make me get your microphone to attack you.
Mine's tiny though.
Quick above the table. Something just came up on Twitch that said that you hit your follower goal.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, nice.
You had a new follower.
1,300 followers. Nice.
Yeah, okay. What's the reward for that? You're going to buy yourself a new mic stand?
I might buy myself a roll of duct tape to secure the current one from attacking me and becoming sentient. Everyone's worried about open AI. I'm just here worried about open fucking microphones.
Jesus.
Anyway, what did Zach do?
Yeah, he launched a firebolt at the green thing. Got 18 to hit for 5 fire damage, half to 3.
Yep. All right.
And go Fox.
Okay.
Fuck on.
Radio. Fox. Still cranky. Still raging. Oh, that's dead. That's dead. Right. Moving towards the other one to kill it. Let's fuck that shit up. So I have to
Maybe
move.
tiger.
I think am I? What's my range? 5 feet reach. How far am I? Ruler.
Depends on what you use. So
Sword. 5
are
feet reach. Am I?
yeah,
Is it 5 or is it 10?
You just move.
Quite 1 square. I'm just deciding if I have to move first. Yeah.
You have to be adjacent to it.
All right,
So if you're adjacent, technically that's 5 feet apart.
So there we go. I've moved to engage. I am swinging lustily on my sword one-handed. So I use the top box. Rolling.
yay! I thought for sure the lightning javelin was coming out. I thought for sure it was coming.
Nat 20? Does a nat 20? Nat 20?
A nat 20 does. So it's been a while since we've had one of them in combat.
28 total.
28 total does some serious fucking damage.
Oh no, that wasn't the damage. That was the hit. So the total damage is now, because it's 2 dice. Is it +4 for +2 for each die, or is it just still +2 for rage? It's 13 damage.
The way we're doing crits, you add all the bonuses. So add 7 and 7. So
You do your damage and then double it.
Oh, so 26 plus 2.
That's what the bad guys are getting as well. So you guys get the same. How much?
+2 for rage. 28.
28. Fucking bang. So that hit definitely carves away a big chunk, reopening that hole that you crawled out of that had mostly closed up, but this time forcibly and with damage. There is definitely some mulch coming out of the stomach of this thing at the moment.
All right. And second turn, I'm just going to slash again. 14. Does 14 hit?
14 does with the current slowed and whipped nature of the beast.
Yeah. And 5, 10, 12.
12 is its AC. 12 hits. No, sorry, 13 is no. Second one misses. Sorry, 13 is its AC. Apologies.
No, 12 is his damage.
Oh, okay. Yep. Thought you were asking me to hit.
No, I did that already.
Sorry. Just cutting down this tree. It's pretty fucked up at this point. You are just continuing to open up that hole in its stomach, just so you can crawl back into the comfort of the plant's belly.
Okay, Aaliyah's turn.
It is now Alia's turn.
So Ali is on deck.
No, now Alia's up.
Well, we're just
On
going to
deck
do the
means
same
next
shit.
up. Fucking hell. It's not a difficult sports metaphor. It's like up to bat, on deck is next in.
Oh, that's right then.
Wow, what
I forgot I had
a
lucky.
roller coaster that was. Yeah. One, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, 24 definitely hits.
Fucking
Like
Jesus.
the halfling.
Here we go.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
The raccoon throwing up is what it's like whenever she shoots a bow. It's just die.
Guys, dead yet?
What was the actual damage? Sorry.
11.
7, 50, 100.
No, it's not. It's not dead yet. Pretty close.
Let's fucking do it again then.
But
I think I get the one yet. Yeah, yes, it is.
Could you imagine if I got another?
Oh, here's the vomiting dice across the screen.
10. What do you want? 2 or 3 for fire? Because it's a 5.
Round up. You round up. We've been rounding up the whole time, so it'd be 3.
Okay.
They would have been
So that's 13 damage.
Yep, it's pretty badly fucked up, but it's still somehow
Fuck's sake.
standing and growling and at your group.
Right, now my little white thing that still does not have a name.
The Drake.
It's gonna bite it.
Go for it. If you haven't picked up on it,
it's not.
It's not going to. All the pluses in the world aren't going to save it from.
Damn it! Why can't you be a lucky white thing?
From what it tried to bite just came away from the plant. It was just this leaf that was hanging on by a thread, and it's just run off with it. It's just taking it. Yeah, fuck yeah, and it's just kicking the shit out of that leaf. All right, the mound's
And that's
turn.
it.
Still slowed. No worries, thank you. Is going to the largest chunk of damage was Phocyonis, so it's going to attempt to slam. If you haven't picked up on it, they're pretty stupid. There is not a lot going on here. So attempting to slam 19.
19. Oh, I think that actually hits.
And 17 damage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we kill these things, so
Phocyonis and Alia, Phocyonis especially, I mean, you've got 1 million health points, but you've copped a bit of a flogging.
Yeah, remember it's half because you're raging.
Oh, I did not remember.
So halve the 17.
So how do you half 17 exactly? Put a half
Round up.
Round up. So 9. 9 points of damage.
All right, it's gonna add 9 back on. No, or add 8 back on.
All right. And that's all it's got. It's not moving anywhere from where it currently is. Over to Alia. That was no, hang on.
No.
Okay, so who do we just have? The mound. Apologies, Jake. I need to cross out the ones that are dead. Sorry about that. Jake, you're up.
Is it worth it rolling against wisdom save?
I mean, not really, but let's do it. I actually remembered it, didn't worry about it. You watch, it's going to succeed. You're 18. It fucking succeeds when it's near dead. It's seen the light. It's had an epiphany and is no longer slowed. Jake, you're up.
Can hit with 21.
Yeah. If 21's higher than 15.
Just.
We do 17 damage.
Yeah, it's gone. How would you like to finish this thing off?
With a wink towards Fox as I hit it with the flamey sword. And I would like to say, and I quote, "See how hot I am. I'm just on fire today."
Very nice. And with that wink and a nod, and an eruption of flame as another plant is disembodied by Jake. You guys are no longer in combat, so there's no longer any initiative. You've got 2 ashen piles, 1 pile of mulch up to the top end of this, and 1 trap that went off and 1 that may or may not still be intact. And I should have hidden that egg because you didn't know it was there, and you could have well stumbled into that trap, which would have been very funny.
Oh,
Hilarious.
so loud.
So congratulations, you've managed to fend off the inhabitants that definitely had been attracted to you guys. What do you guys want to do here?
Jeez, I think this forest wants to kill us.
Set fire to it. Wildfire.
Spaghetti?
Our thoughts on forest clearing.
Can I light the one in front of me on fire until it's can I just light the whole area around it on fire? Controlled. But
Controlled.
as controlled as I would allow it.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. You definitely can light the corpse, but if you're doing the area around it, can you just give me a dexterity? No, it'll be a nature check, please.
Can we ascertain if there's anything else there that's going to kill us?
11.
you definitely light the corpse on fire, and there's a whole network of vines that connects is connected around essentially where those three figures first became visible to you all, and that fire just spreads and spreads and spreads until the flickering flames that are currently within probably about 5-6 seconds are around knee height, are catching a blaze on all of that network of vines. So for you guys, you are currently largely surrounded by a not too significant blaze at present, but it is the entire semicircle around you is vines that are burning and the
Spaghetti
flames
has
that are about
upgraded.
knee height.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And there is
Anyone got marshmallows?
I've got mushrooms.
usually blackish smoke that is coming off them, as opposed to like a normal white you generally get from a grass fire. There's a bit of a dark smell and look to that smoke. Marshmallows. While you've got this semicircle of fire around you guys, who else wants to do what?
Sort of move like all my sleeping bag and camping gear sort of like away from the fire.
Just not get pummeled.
And like, let's keep moving.
Keep moving. We were asleep.
I'm pretty sure we're wide awake now.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Does that mean coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is there healing benefits to coffee? Because I could do with some. Maybe more than some. Maybe fuckloads.
Can I go and search that figure's body?
Which
the one that's
one?
on fire.
Well, are they all on fire? I thought it was just one, and then it
I mean,
spread.
I can set them all on fire if you'd like.
So there's two piles of ash. So there and here, they were. I mean, not a lot of time has passed.
The
You dealt with this
humanoid
very
figure.
quickly. That's a pile of ash. That's a pile of ash. This one's still on fire, and there's now a semicircle of fire essentially through here that is now around waist high and is crackling through the vines that spread towards the kind of northeast. Yes. So as the flames are crackling there, you definitely can, and you've got dawn now emerging, so you've got full daylight. Alia, you in that figure, like kind of sifting through, you find 130 gold coins that had appear to have been. There's almost like pockmarks on them, like they're partially digested.
Someone write that down, please.
But there's 130 gold coins and what looks to
30
be
gold coins for Alia, right? Check.
what looks to be 30 gold. What looks to be like a semi-digested hand.
Add to my collection.
I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Hand it to you.
Yes.
Is it left hand or right hand?
Seeing as that was just a pile of ash, I didn't get you to roll for that. It was a really straightforward to look
Roll
through.
a hand. Can you make it into a fist and then roll it?
It is a right hand. There's still some flesh and stuff on it. It's kind of a bit broken down by whatever
tiger toy
was in the inside that thing, but it's it's got a bit more on it than the tiger toy did when you got a hold of it.
Right,
so you got a
next
matching
body.
set. Okay, so are you going closer to the flames to the northeast, or are you going down to the one that's next to Phocyonis?
Next to Phocyonis.
Yep. So poking through, actually, I will get you for that one because it is a bit of a pile of shit to work through that is much bigger than you. Can you give me you can either do investigation or perception, depending on how you want to go about trying to sniff out, lick out, or poke around for.
Well, let's do our perception check.
All right. We're doing this together. Can I give you a hand?
You
Sure.
can help. You can assist.
So that's with advantage, isn't it?
Yeah.
19.
Oh.
Okay, so with a 19,
I'm gonna stick my nose straight in there.
You definitely managed to sniff out somehow in that just steaming pile of shit. With a 19, you actually pull together. There's a whole mixture of things that you pull out, but you definitely get some coins, and they're still in a pouch. And there's also some coins that are loose. So in the coin pouch, you get another 50 gold and 25 silver pieces. And you, with a 19, you actually sniff out a really familiar scent that is close by to you, but you can also smell it in this corpse. And you actually find another 10 gold pieces that, unbeknownst to him, came out of Phocyonis's purse as he was inside this creature. So you can choose to tell him that or not. You're the only one who is aware. As far as anyone else is concerned, you found a coin purse with 50 gold and 25 silver and another 10 gold pieces.
I'm gonna give fuckers 10 gold pieces back.
Thank you.
That's very kind. I was about to say Phocyonis, though. At some point in game, you will recognize that you are 10 gold pieces down. But now you've got them back. So Ali has given you your 10 gold pieces.
You didn't want to write it down, did you, Ali?
I mean,
yeah. As all this is happening, and I'm pretty confident Jake's probably aware of this, the little pyro, but that the flames are now have really caught in those vines, that they seem to have dried out. As you know, these creatures have died. They've dried really rapidly, much more rapidly than normal, and that fire is now over Jake's height, and is now becoming a wall of flame that is heading to the northeast.
Hey, so how high is fire supposed to go? Is there like a limit? Or like, you guys ever jump through flames? Because we might have to in a bit. Maybe.
even the shit. Let's go.
Oh shit.
So this is where your fire
I've got a
currently.
fire.
I thought you said it was controlled.
I mean, it is. I'm watching it. That's what you do to control fire, right?
No.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me try something. Bad fire. Stop.
Go to your room.
This is not how I expect you to behave in front of guests. Oh, no, it's not
Strangely,
working. Sorry.
the fire does not seem to be responding. So
Alright.
the way what you guys can see, like, this is no roll is needed at the moment because the prevailing wind is coming from behind you. So there is now thick plumes of smoke coming off this. The fire is well and truly caught into those vines. You can't really tell whether it's spreading into that more kind of dense jungle that you've been working your way through, because it was like a normal rainforesty type environment. It did retain quite a lot of moisture, so you don't exactly know where and how far this is going to go. But in terms of the bits that you were aware of, Jake especially, it has well and truly taken into those vines, and that whole section kind of northeast through to north is well and truly ablaze, and you can't really see through far enough now to see how far that fire extends. But at present, for all of you, that pathway to the east, that sort of direction that you were following, that is still currently open to you. A little bit southeasterly, kind of east southeast. You can't go northeast. Well, you can go northeast, I guess. We'll see how that road. How good Phocyonis' fire resistance ring really is.
Yeah, we pack up and run.
Yeah,
All
run
that
for the
stuff.
hills.
It's like
Go east still. Or we're going.
And sorry, there was one other thing that you got out of that that course, which was just a plain small shield. It's unadorned. It's I'm talking small, like the smallest size you could get. For you, it'd be a reasonable size, Alia. But for anybody else, it's almost like a forearm covering shield. It's a very small buckler.
So for me, it'd be a
shield.
sled. Nice.
It definitely could be a sled, yes. So sorry, just letting you know that so you can appropriately deal with it. And there's a pile of mulch there that if you want to take some mulch, you can do that as well. Just let me know if you do, because I need to take account of time and figure out where things go.
I mean, are we
I'm good with running.
Yeah, we're running.
I feel like we should make like Russian dance. Fuck off, ski.
Go, 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 go.
Don't
go.
you want
Does
to
anyone?
fire? Oh wait, no, Fuck has the coffee. I have to go.
Just Jack, right.
And with the reluctant Jake bringing up the rear, and I'm glad that you had the foresight to pick up your bags. I was wondering if that would happen, but it got mentioned by a couple of you. So you between your party, you've all managed to get bedrolls back. A bit worse for wear, but still intact. And with your party beating a rapid retreat or advancement, whatever you want to call it, through to the
It's left even.
I'm assuming, sorry, the southeast was the most open part, or you can also go kind of you've got to go a fair bit around, but you've got a westerly direction you can take as well. So I just need to know which direction you're heading. So southeast is the left of screen, west is the right of screen.
I'm just playing follow the leader.
Yeah, we're all following you, Zach. Which way are we going?
All right, Zach, which way are you going? I'm seeing pings. Is that Zach's pings?
That's Jake's pings.
Oh, Jake's pings.
Wait.
Jake thinks we should go that way because that's where like the more intelligent one came from.
Oh, sure.
I want to find more things to burn.
Which way was east again?
So
Right.
southeast is where Jake is pinging.
Right, let's go that way.
Why is this opposite world?
All right. So with your party, Jake just did exactly what I was going to start dragging, with your party kind of disappearing off this map, but heading to the southeast around the flames that are now they're still caught in a light. You still can't see exactly where this ends, but that smoke is billowing and pushing, thankfully for you guys, still away from you. But skirting around the edge of that flame is where we will leave it tonight as your group exits away from the scene of your herbicide that you just created. Upon waking, that's where we will leave off. Oh, you did good. You did good. Those poor dumb plants. They were so stupid. They were 5 with -2. Like they were literally dumb as mushroom shit.
Hurt though. They hit hard when you're asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they could hit, when they weren't slow.
Fucking
And failing every attempt to not be slow. And that's all on them. But for until the last wisdom saving throw, all of them failed. Like fucking saving throws for shit.
Yeah.
No, you guys did good. You guys did good.
Not as well as that Mike did.
Our jungle, but we did it right. We didn't die. There could be.
Yeah. It's gonna be so easy to find the exit if everything's burnt down.
I mean, look.
Yeah. We've marked this campsite, so this is the base camp where the fire is.
I think they like to call it the source.
Ground zero.
Yes. There's 0 fucking things left on the ground.
It is so on point for your group to be leaving a campsite with just this conflagration of flame behind you. The low-key approach is not yet been for you guys.
It's a distraction. So we sneak up on. Yeah, well, for us to
Sound
attack
reasoning.
us, we attack back. You know, just send a message.
Look, we vomit
go-
dice, we burn shit. Like, come on.
Yeah, and it lit up so well. It's like it was meant to be lit on fire.
Lit up like a Christmas tree.
Kindling, don't worry about it.
Yeah, just like, you know, normally in forests there's like moisture and stuff, slow it down a bit. No, it's a dry one.
Oh, it was the you guys did torch the corpses of these things that had vines spreading all around them that withered up when they died. I mean,
They had fire
with an 11.
Life.
didn't they?
Just
It's
making
like,
sure they were.
Did those vines though? They weren't part of their corpse.
It could have been.
You don't
You
know.
don't know that. She says
Yeah,
to the
who made
DM.
you? Who
You
made
are
you
the
the
DM,
boss?
you wrote the story, but you don't know that.
You don't know that for sure.
Yeah, you
No,
can't
you're
make
right.
this, just make this stuff up. Like,
Yeah, that's right. I totally don't know these things that I can completely make up. Totally don't.
Well, look, for all we know, you're gonna bloody lose your book again and be making this shit up. We don't know.
Oh, mate!
Yeah.
Just before the stream, I found the book, and you were right, Dante. I was looking through it, going, "Oh man, there's so much shit from the last couple of sessions. Just doesn't mesh with how I was remembering what I'd sketched out versus what was actually there."
It's look, you know.
I largely remembered it.
We'll just consider it
I
version.
largely remembered it.
Version 2.
Yeah, I just got a few extra arrows on the,
No.
you know,
Things
the
up and publish it.
jungle map.
Don't worry about it. So, it's okay.
And now I need to draw little flames on the, the jungle map just to indicate. We'll figure out exactly where that goes, which is pretty funny.
It's even more of a race against time now.
Nothing like adding a sense of urgency to the occasion, hey?
Yeah.
Look, it's hard for our enemies to fight us if they're all dead. So, you know. Solid right.
Exactly.
Like, people you haven't met are just, you know, enemies you haven't come across yet. They're fine.
Another. Look.
Burn them all and let the system sort it out.
They were really our friends and they would get out of the way. Wait, did you just break your headphones?
The microphone, see? He mocked me. Like, no, I've only got a little microphone. It's not going to attack me. Ha, 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 motherfucker. No, that microphone got its own back, didn't it? Yeah. Cop that egg. For those who are just coming into the Twitch chat about halfway through the
Aspar is
stream,
mean to me for no reason.
my microphone stand exploded. I got literally smacked in the head with my microphone. That then I had to MacGyver back into position. So that'll be in the VOD. That'll be worth your time.
Pretty sure that's the name of this week's episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
Attack of the Killer Microphone.
DM hosted by hardware.
That's not a microphone. This is a microphone.
Longer.
It wasn't directed at you, Ox. It was directed at Egg. He was giving me shit earlier when my microphone stand exploded and smacked me in the face.
Did anyone else actually see it happen, or was I the only one that actually witnessed it?
Oh, that's what happened.
I think I was looking at my character, like looking at the slow spell.
Oh, so I'm the only one that's seen it in all its glory. I love this.
Right, we'll record it and clip it, make memes.
Yeah,
go for it. I look forward to it. I look forward to it appearing on like Fokionus's meme screen next week.
Now you'll understand why I absolutely lost my shit.
Just on repeat on Fokionus's screen.
Yeah, that's just it. We don't get to see Dante anymore. We just see smack. Oh fuck. thank goodness for recordings and being able to keep things forever. I'm looking forward to watching it back and seeing what it looks
I'm
like from the
feeling like
camera
a
instead of just going.
Mike Stand Street Fighter fight type of thing.
Yeah. It was Mortal Kombat. The microphone was trying to go for the fatality. He's like, finish him. Microphone wins. Oh,
on that
God.
note,
Yeah.
I think
On
I'm
that
gonna
note,
go to bed.
I'm gonna bail out. Twitch World, thank you very much, everyone. Look, there probably won't be much after this on YouTube, but definitely wind back a bit and enjoy the chaos of the mic. I'll make sure I put a timestamp in the YouTube comments so that the microphone attack is clickable and you can just jump straight to it.
Predictions from most played part of like YouTube stream.